Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Strother. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. And Jackson gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the wing on the left. There's the three. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from the great one. He's got 18.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
They set the pick. Here's Strother. And it's off from three-point range. And it's rookie's ball. They're leading by 8. And it's the great one missing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Koulibaly to the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Ingram, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The sophomore's making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. Here's the great one. He's got 18. A three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The rookies on top as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-4 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
On the court for the sophomores as the second quarter gets underway. G.G. Jackson is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's George. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
The great one with the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Stolen. Here's the break. And the foul called on the great one. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The sophomores making a switch here. Rookies on D. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And finished off by Lively.
Lively got served up a big opportunity, and he ate it up.
And here are the rookies. Here's the great one. Drains it from beyond the arc. The great one's got the lead up to 13 now for the rookies.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Offensive rebound. Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's the great one. He has 30. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. George looking over the floor. And there's Jackson on the assist by George. Jackson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the sophomores. Here's the great one. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to Lively. Dick with it. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, right side.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Castle's checked in for the rookies. And then for the sophomores. Holmgren, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And Miller's subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Holmgren. Miller with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Here's the great one. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The great one's got 36.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Lively with it. Dick passes to Holmgren. Out to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. reached halftime in this one. Rookies lead by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
They've got Klingon. Dillingham is out there with Castle. Then there's Filipowski, and it's the great one in at the three. That's the rookie's foul. Good on the three-point shot.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Lively's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Takes the three. Sophomores grab the miss. Now Dick, 5 points in the game. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Pass to Miller, lets it go from deep, and Klingon pulls it down. Rookies with the ball. At one point they led by 16. And it's the great one missing. And the sophomores with possession. It's a 10-point game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Dick passes to Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's the great one. He's got 39, and he's good on the three ball. The great one's got 42 in the game.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Dick finds Miller. Inside, here's Wembanyama. Pass to Holmgren. Miller outside. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Wembanyama passes to Dick. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. George is checked in for the sophomores. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The great one.
Out of bounds. Sophomores ball.
And here's George. Still without a basket. Pass to Lively. Outside, George. Now, Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Some changes for the rookies. Stars checked in for Filipowski. And so it's the sophomores with it, trailing by 17. And a look at the five for the sophomores to start the fourth quarter. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Jackson. Then it's George. And it's Strother in at the 2. Here's Coulibaly. Drilled from 11 feet out. Coulibaly's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the sophomores. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Strother. Outside for Wembanyama. That 3 off the mark. Filipowski passes to the great one. Three-pointer. Strother grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Jackson. Rebound by the rookies. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the great one. The three-pointer, no good. Here are the sophomores with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside. Here's the great one, guarded by Jackson. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Dix checked in for the sophomores. Now here is George. Jackson finds Wembanyama. Rebound by the rookies.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And it's the great one missing. And here's the sophomores. It's an 18-point game. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Man, a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And that will fall. A three-pointer on the line from the great one. The great one's got 48. Pass to Coulibaly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 9th assist in the game now. Coulibaly's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Here's the great one. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
The sophomore's making some changes. Chad Holmgren comes in for Gigi Jackson. And Miller's subbed in for Coulibaly.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The sophomore's making a switch here. Lively's checked in. And it's the great one missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Shots good by Miller.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Here's the great one. Bangs home the trifecta. The great one's got 51.
Wow. What can you say?
Miller outside. Pass to Dick. From downtown, Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Wells. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one. Off target with his 3. The sophomores on offense. Down by 15. Pass to Dick. Rebounded by the rookies. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's the great one. Offline with his 3. Lively with it. Holmgren kicks to Miller. Launches a 3. And it's the great one with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Drills the three-pointer. The great one's got 54 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout called, the sophomores. They're trailing by 18. Dillingham's checked in for Wells. Dick finds Wembenyama. Back to Dick. Pass to Holmgren. Now Dick to the left wing. Holmgren with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Miller. And the 3 off target. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now here is Miller. They need this. Dick can't get it to go. Pass to the great one. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Filipowski passes to the great one. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, he can't get that one to fall. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Going inside, and he banks in the layup. The great one's got 58.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Pass to Holmgren. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dick passes to Holmgren. Miller with the ball. From deep. And Klingon pulls it down. Here's the great one. Jacks up a 3. And it falls.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And so it's the rookies taking care of business in this one.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented